Hi guys, Beth here, aka Mediagirl94. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another gameplay video. If you're not already checked out the title or you're looking at the screen, we are checking out a brand new anime game. We are checking out BLEACH Soul Puzzle. It's kind of like the Tokyo Revengers with you're matching the pieces on the board to unlock characters, I'm guessing. But BLEACH is one of those classic series that everyone always talks about. They always put it in such high regard. I grew up with the series, so I'm really interested to see what they've done. If it's just going to be like a straight copy, or they've done something different with the match-3 format. But you never know. But BLEACH is top tier anime, top tier manga. Let's just dive in. I agree to the terms and conditions. I would like to start a new game. Let's see if my username, Mediagirl94, is too large for it. Mediagirl94. Yeah. So I'm just going to be Mediagirl, but I'm Mediagirl94. I don't know how many parts gameplay I'm going to do. This is a brand new game. I believe it's not even been out a week at the point of my upload. Okay, welcome to BLEACH Soul Puzzle. Here lies the world formed of crystals. Gather the souls of characters to build the world of BLEACH. So, it's seemingly you play the puzzles, you unlock the characters. Just from looking at this homepage, I am not seeing any sort of gatcha pull. So have they kind of taken out the gatcha elements? Ooh. That immediately makes the game a lot more free to play, but then I'm unsure how they're going to bring the characters in. Okay, so it's most, this is a tutorial. Match 3 pieces. You can also match 4 and 5 to get other bonuses. Okay, I'm not seeing any score where it tells you when you're clearing the pieces, a score. It just tells you on the side how many moves you've got. You've got items on the other side which you haven't unlocked yet, which you'll probably unlock later on. Does it tell me my score when I clear? It doesn't look like it. Okay. So I got money and a crystal. I'm guessing the money will be used to, if you fail a level, you can pay money to get some more lives. I'm guessing the crystals is how you unlock the characters. Yet you cleared the puzzle. Go to the room. I like how it tells me to have fun. Ichigo. Okay. I'm not hearing any voice acting. Wait, what? Is that it? You literally use the crystals to unlock plastic standees of the characters. I have quite a few of those little plastic standees of my favourite characters from some of my favourite anime. They're literally it's 2 pieces of plastic. The main bit of plastic will have the image of the character on. It then gets slotted into a base. And that's about it. Kind of simplistic if you ask me. I wonder if they'll incorporate any bonuses into the game. He's another one of my favourites, Ishida. Okay, so you are getting the crystals to unlock little plastic standees. Mind-blowing. This is mind-changing. Mind-changing? Life-changing. Ew, my mind's all over the place. Okay, so let's just see. Gift box. I think this is my registration. Some coins and some bonuses. Okay, so let's see. So in this level, to complete room 1, we have 7 tasks. And you have to use crystals to unlock the other characters by probably, let me guess, playing the puzzles. I don't want to jump the gun too soon, guys. I don't want to do a play on the title of the game, but it's a little bit soulless. It's a little bit basic if you're asking me, if that's literally... Because at least with Tokyo Revengers, there's like a team building aspect. You kind of want to build the best team with your characters to make it easier to complete levels. There's like strategy. But here it literally just seems like you play the puzzle, you get the crystals, you unlock the little standees. They could even borrow from another like puzzle game. It's not exactly anime related, it's K-pop related. BTS actually have a puzzle game, which I've got a paid account on, and there's something, they pretty much do something similar. The board, you've got the bombs, the arrows to clear the board, but say if I was to do 10 of those arrows or 10 of those swords, one of the BTS characters would appear on screen, do a little dance and clear a board, which was very nice, especially when you got further down the line and you got to harder levels. You know, they could have done something like that. It definitely seems like a bit like lackluster, kind of like a bit of a cash grab, although I do know on the App Store there looked like there was like another Bleach game that's being worked on that's not like a puzzle game. So maybe this is just like a tide the fans over until that game releases. But either way, I think if you're going to release a game based on like a popular series, it at least needs to be good and have something going for it. It's telling me it wants me to use these bomb pieces that I've made, so we'll do that. But yeah, I'm just sat here, playing this game, thinking, bit of a letdown. Or maybe I'm a bit too bougie when it comes to these type of puzzle games, because my first introduction to like these match games, kind of like a lot of people, is Candy Crush. I played that religiously back in the day. I have it on my phone, and if I'm on the train or I'm waiting for like public transport, I might just play a couple of levels. But yeah, I'll give this game a shot. You know, maybe I might do like another video in like a week or two just to see, you know, if there's any like special events that they do, etc., just to see if it adds anything, or if it's literally you just play the game, get the crystal pieces, unlock some nice plastic standees. Maybe when you complete like the standees, there might be some like story, there might be some lore. That's how they might do it. So kind of like an investment, kind of like, oh, keep playing the game and you will get something out of it. That's what I'm hoping, at least. Like, give me something, you know, that tells me you kind of put a little bit effort into the game. But yeah, I definitely can see this is definitely going to be one of those games that if I continued playing, I probably wouldn't put money into it because there's no gatcha elements. Which I guess does take stress away from like people, because some people can get very stressed. Like, that's the reason I spend money in like gacha games, is because, oh, I really want like a certain character and like a certain outfit or skin. So I guess this kind of takes that like pain away, where you just get like a simple standee of the character and that is it. I think we'll try and play to like level 10 on this video just to see if anything changes. Okay, there we go. It's telling me if I do this 5 pieces in a row, I get the ball, you press it on a colour, and it gets rid of all the colours of that piece. Like I said, I've played a lot of these games over the years, so it's a little bit sad how much of a pro I am. She says, and then I like just miss a swipe, and I'm like, I'm a pro, as I'm just missing. As I'm missing turns. My strategy for this game is, if you have pieces that you need to get, but you can't quite get the colours, I would always say, look further down the board, like towards the bottom, and even if it means like wasting a turn to like move a colour that you don't particularly need, Sometimes by moving like a random piece somewhere else on the board, it might drop a colour down that you need to match some oranges together. So sometimes it is worth sacrificing a move if you've got one in order to try and balance the board out. That's my strategy for like these puzzle games, is if you've got the spare moves, I would highly recommend doing it. Otherwise, you're probably going to end up failing the level, and then you have to pay coins to get more lives, or you're going to have to waste a heart to start the game again. Okay, so this level is introducing boxes, which is a staple. Obstacles. Yeah, you've got to clear the cardboard boxes. Simple. But you sometimes got to hope that you get like a really good starting board for this, especially depending on how many boxes are on the board. There we go. Got my sword. Can't really use my bow right now. I kind of made the bow a bit useless, but I can use the fist. Now I just need to get, there we go, move that blue over, move that green up. Boom, bish bash bosh. There is a level cleared. I do like the added obstacles. They don't have that in the Tokyo Revengers one, but the BTS game I was talking about, they do have the obstacles as well. I do like the obstacles because it kind of adds a little bit more, I would say, like a challenge. Bit more of a challenge to the game. Okay, it's now telling me I've unlocked all my boosters, but I probably don't need them because it's still early game. I would highly recommend saving your boosters for like later levels, because sometimes in like these early levels you don't need them and they can be wasted, and unless you want to pay for them, in some of these games you can accumulate them quite quickly for free. So I would try and hold off using them unless you absolutely have to, just to save you some time, because you will need them down the line for like harder levels. And I'm not sure if this game is going to have like hard levels where the puzzle at the bottom was like yellow, which probably means like, oh, it's just a normal level. But in some games you'll get like, oh, it'll be red, and that means it's a hard level. So, like I said, I would highly recommend saving them, just to make your life easier down the line if you don't want to spend money. I would also say like do daily logins, because on this game, when I did my little login, you sometimes get free booster pieces, so that's also very helpful, I would say. Like I said in my Tokyo Revengers gameplay, these games are designed to be free to play. Sure, it shoves the option of you can pay money in your face, kind of like this. You don't actually have to put money into these games. Shock horror. You can actually play them free to play. Does it take you time to build resources? Yes. But then it adds a bit more of a challenge to the game, because if you put money into a game, I'm guilty of it in quite a few games, it can kind of give you like a bit of a heads up. Like if you don't want to like do like the slow like slog in a game, then yeah, I would highly recommend. But only if you've got money to spare. There are some people like around the world who are obsessed with like gacha games and will spend a lot of money on the games, so like just be wary when it comes to spending money. I would say only spend a money in like a game like this, especially if a game's got gacha elements, only if A, you've got the money to spare and it's a game that you feel like you're going to continue to play. If it's just like a game you're going to play one-off, I wouldn't recommend putting money into it. But if you are invested in the story, the lore, the characters, that is when I would say, okay, you can put some money into the game, but you absolutely do not have to. But I am an adult. I do have a monthly paycheck. I do have savings. I put money aside. I like to think I'm quite good with money. I do buy a lot of manga though. But I do budget, and there are certain games that I do have paid accounts on that sometimes I will look at that game and go, you know what? I've saved some money this month. I can afford to buy some gems, or, you know, buy like an event pass. But that is only if I've got money spare. So that's what I would say with these games. Don't feel pressured into spending money. Like, the game kind of constantly like pushes in your face. Oh, you can buy this, you can buy this, you can buy this. That's all well and good, but only if you've got the money. I feel like because this game is like so lackluster, that I'm just turning this into like a don't gamble, and if you're going to gamble, be responsible. But no, I definitely feel like this game, bit of a cash grab, unless it changes like down the line. I might do a part 2 gameplay, you know, just to see if anything changes. But level 10 is going to be the last one I do in this video, because I don't want to go too deep in, because quite frankly, I'm very disappointed with what I've seen, so I don't want to. There's an honest opinion. I don't want to go any further. Okay, so we do get some voice acting if you combine those like 2 pieces together. Okay, that's nice. Maybe would have liked a little more. Who knows? Maybe they struggled to get the voice actors back for the game. Or like they were like, we want the voices, but we don't want it to be, we don't want to pay you too much money, because some of these games, I would say, especially the 7 Deadly Sins game, whew, those voice actors are probably making like a living each time they do a special event in like the 7 Deadly Sins like Grand Cross. Because there is so much voice acting in that. Tokyo Revengers, I guess the voice actors get to come back if there's a special event. So I can kind of see they were like, we might want to save money. We'll get the voice actors back, but we don't want to pay them a fortune. Okay, let's see if this is enough crystals, I nearly said gems, to unlock the remaining characters. Okay. Here we go. She looks so happy. We also get Renji. I do like Renji's personality. That's a good one. In the comments below, if you've watched Bleach, do you have a favourite character? Yes, that's a nice conversation starter. But I also feel like Bleach, along with like One Piece, because they were like big animes like in the beginning, and like with how diverse like the anime like scene is now, a lot of these characters, like character tropes that started back in the day, you can kind of look at like a character like Renji and be like, oh, okay, that personality, oh, I've seen that in this anime, this anime, this anime. So I kind of like how animes and like manga, they recycle character tropes because they know that's what people want. Okay, I completed the room. I get some bonuses. Do I get anything else? Let's see the next room. The stolen Bankei. No. Okay, so it's just the same. You play the game, you unlock the crystals. Like I said, a little bit lackluster. I'm going to change my character. Who do I want? Let's go with Renji. Right. Here is my player ID, because you can add friends. And it's always good to play these games with friends, especially if you want hearts. So here's my player ID. This is how we are going to end the game. In the comments below, I'd love to hear, your guys' thoughts and opinions on the gameplay, what you've seen. Like I said, who's your favourite Bleach character? Are there any more like games that you want me to try out free to play? Comments is the place to go because I want to make videos that you guys want to watch. Anyway, at the end of this video, you can check out my last 2 videos or playlist depending on what mood I'm in when I'm editing this. Until next time, I'm Beth, Mediagirl94. Goodbye.